Welcome back, Minecrafters. Gigahertz Productions here, and today we are at the Lars homestead on Tatooine in Star Wars. If you're not familiar with it, it's the place that Luke Skywalker lives. Or at least this is the cheap Minecraft knockoff version of it. So in this Tatooine-like landscape, I am going to be showing you how to build a Luke's land speeder. So let's jump right into it. So this will be a tutorial on how to build this nice Luke's land speeder that I put together here. But first I'll just show you around. So this land speeder is a little bit of a different color palette than some other ones. It has this kind of more reddish look to it. And I took a lot of inspiration from the newer, or the newest, I should say, Lego Luke's land speeder. So a lot of inspiration was taken from there. And there's a couple little fun details on it, like the chiseled sandstone. It kind of looks like an engine grill or something, but you also get that wither on there too. And then you got this nice cockpit here, and those of you who have keen eyes, you will see that I am right now in 1.16 because these are the new blocks that are blackstone, and I quite like this block. It's very nice and a very nice addition to Minecraft. These will be amazing for builds because they give that darker contrast, which will be absolutely amazing. And on the engines, you can use wither skeleton skulls. They look pretty good, but obviously they're very expensive, so you could just replace it with one of these new blackstone or even just stone buttons. That looks fine as well. So this is a little cool looking Luke's land speeder. It is a bit oversized. You're like a little baby next to it, but it's hard to get all the detail in there that's necessary to make it actually look like a land speeder without making it oversized. So it's a little bit big, but that's kind of to be expected. And here's a little look around back. Just some trapdoors back here and a little bit of details. So overall, quite a simple build, and actually quite an easy one that's not that expensive if you're in survival. And of course, the wither skeletons are expensive, but they are interchangeable. So let's jump right into how to build this beautiful Luke's land speeder. Okay, so starting off, you're going to want to have these cut sandstone slabs, the red ones. I mean, you could do this in tan, but I think it looks better in the more reddish orange color. So we have to start off half a block above ground level, so then you get that little hovering effect and you can see underneath, like what most Star Wars ships have. And then we do 3 across at the front here, and then we just zigzag back. And so anything that I do on this side, basically it's exact copy to this side, except for with the cockpit, there's just like a lever or something that is different. So you should have this zigzag pattern, so you just go 1 block over in both directions each time. Quite simple, and you do it on both sides. So you have 3 blocks in the middle, and then 2, 1 block over, and then 2, and then 1 here, and then this will be the side of the ship that will go all the way back. So from what you have here, we'll go 8 blocks back, so it'll be 10 blocks in total length. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And make sure you do that on both sides. Now, if there is a potential that you will be viewing this from the underside, or you just feel like filling it in, you can fill in all of these blocks in between with the same smooth cut sandstone, and you can just do it with smooth sandstone because their tops look exactly the same. And sorry, before I only extended it out 6 blocks, and I said it's supposed to be 10, and that's what it's supposed to be, but I only made it 8 long. So it should be 10 long, just like this. And then once you have it 10 long, then you move in 1, and now you can use smooth red sandstone slabs. So instead of these cut ones, we use smooth ones. So place 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So place 1 row of 3, and then 3 rows of 4, and then another 1 row of 3. And this is the entire base of the land speeder complete. Now moving back to the front, you can place that chiseled red sandstone up at the front, so the little wither guy. Then place blocks of iron beside that chiseled sandstone. And if you want to, you can put iron blocks back here, but it is absolutely not necessary, and you can save on iron by just putting it like this. And then on each side, you will place 6 iron blocks back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just like this. And then now we have to place in the red nether brick stairs. So place in 1 there, and of course on the other side as well. And then we place in 1 and 2 more here, and this one should link up like that, so the stair should be like in the corner kind of stair piece. And then these 2 more stairs. After that, you do 1 block of nether brick, and then a red nether brick stair facing upside down, just like that. And then right beside the upside down red netherrack brick stair, well, that's a really long name, we put down a block of smooth red sandstone, or 2 slabs if you have a whole bunch of slabs. So you put 2 of those blocks down right next to each other. Next we place down 2 red nether bricks back here. And then 2 more smooth red sandstone blocks. And then finally at the back, an upside down red netherrack brick stair. Okay, for the remainder of this video, so I don't have to keep saying that name, I'll just call it red brick stair or red brick slab. Now, on the inside of these 2 red smooth sandstone blocks, put down a lever on each of them, and then an iron trap door on the back of them out here. And then you can flick each of them down so then they close those trapdoors and they're not sticking out all awkward like. Now moving on to the next layer, do 1 red brick slab on top of all of these blocks along here, or at least all of them up to this upside down red brick stair. So now you should have all of those red brick slabs all placed along on top of those blocks up to this last one here. Now you can bring a line of red brick slabs 4 blocks back, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then place in another one with 2 beside it, so we'll have 3 there at the end, and then again a zigzag pattern out to the side, just like this. And then with the spaces in between, you can fill them in with smooth red sandstone slabs, or the cut ones. It doesn't really matter, they both have the same texture on top, so you can fill in both of the sides with those blocks. So place in 2 blocks of smooth red sandstone, 2 high all along the outside of these red brick slabs. So place them 2 high like that, and fill in the center as well as putting 2 blocks here and 2 blocks here. And then we can place in 2 slabs on the lower part of this upper block, so it's the same level as these red brick slabs here. So place in 2 of those on each side, and then 2 more of those full blocks. Then you should have it in this sort of configuration. And don't bother filling in these blocks down here, that's absolutely not necessary to do so. Now take your just regular blackstone, it's not smooth blackstone or like the blackstone bricks or anything, just regular blackstone, and place 1, 2, 3, 4 of it, and then 1, 2 up, and then place in some blackstone stairs on each side, 1 right there and 1 right there. So these will be like our seats in the speeder. Now in the middle here, we can place in 2 of the smooth sandstone, and then 1 smooth sandstone, and then another smooth sandstone. Then on top of this block, put cut smooth sandstone, and then on top of this block, put smooth sandstone stairs. Now we can go ahead and place in all of our glass panes all along these blocks right here, and this is our little window. And then we can place in all the little bleeps and bloops that we want here, so you can put in like a lever or a button or redstone torch, or basically anything that looks like controls. But I'm going to put in a lever and a button there. And again, whatever you prefer, you can change this out for like a blackstone button or even a wooden button. But it's all of what you prefer, and this is what I prefer, so this is what I'm going to be putting in here. And now I would put a button here or a lever, but since it's the half slab in the wrong spot, it doesn't work. And after the 1.16 update, I hope that Mojang does an update where you can place like buttons and blocks and different types of slabs in like the half slab space that is like not the normal block space. Now you can go ahead and place in 1 block of red smooth sandstone on each side. And then you have to go 1 block over and then a block out, and then place in 2 blocks of the sandstone there, and then place in blocks connecting the regular sandstone to the red sandstone, so 2 blocks there, and then put in the smooth red sandstone slabs on top of those 2 blocks there. Now place in red nether brick stairs behind those seats, and then either a full red nether brick or a slab on the top part. It doesn't really matter, because then we are placing in slabs down below here. So you can place a slab and then another slab if you want, and it works just the same. Oh, actually, I made a little mistake. These aren't supposed to be slabs here. These are supposed to be full blocks. And then beside those full blocks, we can place in smooth red sandstone and then another slab there. So make sure you do that to both sides. And then we can place in 3 bricks across the back, just like that. And then place in 2 smooth redstone slabs on either side, diagonal from each other. And then finally we place in 1 red nether brick right here, and then 1 smooth red sandstone stairs facing this way, and one of them facing upside down on the back here. Then we place in our 4 stripped acacia, or acadia, not quite sure how you pronounce it. So you place in the 4 acacia right along the back like that, and then a blackstone button on the back right there. And I think the acacia worked very well for this type of kind of engine look, because it kind of has this circular look inside, and it kind of looks like an engine. And now you can place in either your wither skull or the blackstone button. If you have tons of wither skulls lying around, then feel free to use them, but you'd probably much rather use those 3 wither skulls for a fight with the wither to get a beacon, rather than using it on a Star Wars speeder. Now moving a little bit forward on the build, we will place in 2 smooth red sandstone on each side. Oh, and when I was looking at the name of this log, it is stripped acacia, not acadia. So place in 2 stripped acacia on each side of that sandstone, and then your wither skeleton skull on the front there, or again the blackstone button, and then a blackstone button back here, and finally do the same thing to the other side. For our last little bit of detail, we can place in a polished blackstone button here, with a blackstone pressure plate on top there, for those 2 engines here. And I guess you could place in a couple more buttons like around these engines to give them a little bit more texture and detail or whatever. So you can do that if you want to, but that is the speeder complete. So now here we have 2 Luke's Land Speeders beside each other, and we can take them off to go find old Ben Kenobi. So with these 2 amazing Luke's Land Speeders sitting here, we have reached the end of the video, and make sure you're subscribed, because I plan on doing a couple more Star Wars tutorial builds, so make sure you stick around for that. But with that said, Gigahertz Productions out.